I.S.U.P.K.
We want no cowards in our camp, and our camp only men prepare to die. We want no cowards in our camp, and our camp never let their brothers fly. We want no cowards in our camp, and our camp only men prepare to die.
Shalom, Israel. I am Officer Ayashala in Oregon at the I.S.U.P.K, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. The I.S.U.P.K has been bringing the truth to so-called blacks, so-called Native Indians, and so-called Hispanics, letting you know that you are the 12 tribes of Israel, the one that Jesus Christ, Yahweh is coming back for. We have radio shows and classes. We have radio shows Monday, 7 a.m. to 9 Pacific time. That's called Let a Hebrew Speak. You can catch that every morning. We also have Commander GEN.YAHANNA, The Grill. That's 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific time. We got classes Tuesday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 6 Pacific time. We're giving out knowledge of scriptures. We're giving out knowledge of brotherhood, what brotherhood truly means, and how it goes by in the Bible. Lakwadash is our language, which is Hebrew. We got the radio show Israelite Vibes every Thursday, 9 p.m. with Captain T.D.JAKES. And today, I'm going to bring y'all who Jesus Christ came down here for, which we call Yahweh Shah, our true Savior. The best black man known to this world. Today, I'm going to get started with Matthews 1 and 21 to let y'all know from the get-go that he was sent to a certain people and not for everybody. Matthews 1 and 21. And he shall be brought forth, and she shall be brought forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins. See right there, it didn't say all people, and it says Jesus, J-E-S-U-S. It says it right here in the Bible. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins. He said his people. He didn't say all people, like that Christian church got you thinking when they say Jesus, for God so loved the world. So he will be here for his people. He shall save his people from their sins. So now I'm going to go to some scriptures and show you who his people is, because he's coming down to save his people from their sins. So now I'm going to go to Matthews 15 and 24. Because right there, I know a lot of y'all's already tongue-tied like, whoa, his people and all people. That's a big difference. You have his people, like you can say me and my people are over there, or you can say you or me and everybody else is over there. He didn't say everybody. He didn't say all people. He said his people. So now, 15 and 24. But he answered and said, and this is Jesus Christ talking. But he answered and said, I am not sent but into the lost sheep of the house of Israel. It's in red right here. This is what Jesus Christ said. I am not sent but into the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And I'm saying Jesus Christ because that's what y'all know him by. And this writing is in red, and it's letting you know he is sent to only the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He didn't say the whole world, or he didn't say the whole earth. He didn't say everybody. So his people is the people of the house of Israel. And Israel is made up of 12 tribes. Now I'm going to go to John 3:16 because I'm going to break this down for you just a little bit because a lot of people be stuck on John 3:16 trying to I'm gonna break this down like your pastors don't break this down. John 3:16. So it says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever. So whosoever, when you think whosoever, you're thinking about white people. You're thinking about the gays. You're thinking about the homos. You're thinking about all these other nations. But now I'm going to break it down with this whosoever word and show you another place that it's in. Now I'm going to go to Acts. I'm going to go to Acts 2:21. Acts 2:21. Because y'all are lost in this world not knowing. Trust me, I was there too. I didn't know. I didn't know this truth. But I'm trying to bring it to you guys so y'all can understand the real truth about this. Because there is a truth about this Bible. And there is a certain people that he's talking to. And he's not talking to the whole world. And we're never, ever going to feel this this everlasting life until we separate from these white people. We have to separate from all these other nations, but especially the white man, because the white man is the devil that this Bible speaks of. This book speaks about the white man, and he speaks about how devilish he is in this book. And devil only means deceiver and liar, and that's what the white man has been doing, because he promised us so much, but he never gave us anything. So the white man is the devil that this Bible speaks of. So Acts 2:21, Salakia. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. So there's that word again. But now I'm going to go down to 22. And it says, ye men of Israel, hear these words. So it's letting you know. It is the man of Israel. That is the whosoever. Whosoever out of the man of Israel, out of the people of Israel that believes in him, that put down these drugs, that put down all this BS, all this white man's world, all these Asian man's world, all these other heathen worlds. You put that down, you start believing in this Bible, you start believing in this book, you start believing in Christ, you start believing in the Most High, God, then you're going to start understanding that you're the people that he's talking to, and everybody else is nothing but spittle unto him. Nothing. We are his chosen people, the people of Israel, so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called native Indians. We are his people. We're all the way through this Bible. We're all the way through this Bible. And he tried to save us so many times. But we get everything screwed up trying to follow everybody else. We think his rules and his commandments are hard. They're not hard. He put these there so we can be a separate people, a holy people unto him. Y'all just need to wake up. Isaiah 45:17. I'm gonna go ahead and break down Isaiah 45:17 for you guys. Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Again, Israel, the 12 tribes. The 12 tribes. He's not saying white man. He's not saying black, or he's not saying Asian man. He's not saying Africans. He's saying Israel. And if you don't know who you are, then you are an Israelite. You are an Israelite. If you don't know who you are, if you don't know your past, you're an Israelite. And that's who Jesus Christ is coming down here for. Christ, Yahweh. That's who he's coming down here for. That's who he's coming to save. You guys need to open up your eyes, get into these classes, get into this book. Dust it off at your grandma's house, dust it off at your mom's house, and start reading it and start understanding it. But you only gonna understand it when you start calling the UPK, I.S.U.P.K, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. It's practical, man. We can break it down really simple for you guys. Get into these classes. Start watching our radio shows. Like I said, you can call us at 206-778-1859. Or you can go on ISUPK.com. They have the classes there and the times. They have the radio shows there and the times. Try to start getting into them things. Because it'll set you so right, it'll set you so holy, and it will make you separate from these other heathens. And you will start seeing why we're treated the way we're treated. Because we are God's chosen people, but we don't act like it. Once we start acting like it, then we're going to see that true grace. We're going to see that true salvation. We're going to see the truth as soon as we open up our eyes and start listening and start taking heed of this Bible. So come on, Israel. Come on, my so-called blacks. Come on, my so-called Israelite, so-called Native Indians. Come on, my so-called Hispanics. Open your eyes. Get into these classes. Get into this book. And with that, I'm going to say, Shalom.
We want no cowards in our camp,